All right, welcome back. So out here with the Mega Infraction and out here with my Vendetta. We've done the modifications to it. Now let's see if it actually hits the 100 mile an hour. We're going to go ahead and turn on the GPS so it can start looking for satellites. And I've never run this yet, so the remote is a new setup. The body's a new setup. The wing, as you see, I added the bolt like I'm telling everybody to do so it doesn't break. Add your tape here to stop the body from rubbing if the tires balloon that far. GPS is in here. This has got the 6S 150 amp ESC in it, and we are going to run it and see if it actually will do the 150 mile an hour. Now I've raised up the front actually I didn't even raise up the front. I haven't raised up the front or the rear, so I'm pretty sure the tires are going to rub. I thought I raised it up, but looks like I did not. So hopefully it doesn't wear in too bad. What I'm going to do is crank up these front shocks because I didn't raise up the front and I didn't bring any tools, which I should have. This body's got a lot of downforce, so hopefully I can stop some of the body rubbing with turning up the front shocks a little bit. The rears are already maxed out up. So we're going to go about halfway on these fronts since I haven't raised up the body. I really thought I did, but apparently I didn't. So I don't want to destroy the body. I did the antenna mod. As you can see, my antenna is sticking out and the rear diffuser is removed to get rid of some of that rear downforce. Seems like there's a lot of traffic on this road for a Sunday. This is why I wait for today. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the holiday rush. They could be working, the trucking company could be working on Sunday since they're so far behind right now for the holidays. So my daughter's gonna do some filming here. She's got another GoPro. So there's 12 satellites. We're gonna hit track. We're gonna hit start. So it's testing. I'm gonna set up the remote real quick and and it's still a little windy today. Forgot to power it on. So brake rate, we're gonna go ahead and set the brake rate. Turn the AVC down. And we're gonna set up our steering trim. I think that's good. Let me check the brake rate. That should be good. So we're gonna look for traffic, take this thing down, and hopefully it doesn't rub the body too bad, because I should have raised the body up one hole all the way around. There is a truck in that driveway waiting to come out. Cars are going up and down the road. So give me a second, we'll get into place and we'll see how this thing does. Another car coming the other way. Behind me. And I see another car coming. Man, this road is busy today. I really don't know why it's so busy. Is it clear? Another car coming. Man, this is probably the busiest Sunday on this road I've ever seen. Driving to a dead-end street, so he'll be back. Is it clear? Sun's direct in our eyes, and there's a car coming. See, they go to the end and they have to turn around because there's no place to go. It's literally a dead-end road down there. So all the cars that head this way have to turn around and come back this way. That's why we'll see that yellow hot rod. Now we got a truck coming. I got sideways on that one, pressing that throttle too hard because of all these cars. I didn't hear any tire rubbing or flapping, so I bet you it was that wing the whole time, as I didn't raise up the body. Now that was probably 3/4 trigger. We'll go ahead and see what that was. We're going to check some motor temps. Tires did not make any noise. Which I'm shocked about. We're going to check motor temps too. I bet you it was the speed gearing or the wing the whole time. So we're going to hit stop. Read 94 miles an hour off its first pass. That's not too bad, 3/4 throttle. So I'm gonna pop this lid, and like I said, we were sideways on that pass. So this is what it takes to do a speed run. We're gonna check for rubbing. So as you see, it rubbed through the tape almost to the body right there in the corner. So we did have tire rub on this side with the battery. So I'm gonna crank up that side a little bit more. The other side did not rub, but the side with the battery did rub. And let's check some temps on this this motor, see where we're at. So as you see, 87 degrees, 78. I got 91 in the front of it. ESC I know is barely working. So 86 miles an hour, or 86 miles an hour, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Everything's ice cold in this thing. So that's super impressive, especially for the RC being so tight at this point, being it's brand new. and I'm using a basher pack. I'm not even using good battery packs in here. So I'm going to crank up the side that was rubbing the body, and it did rub. Even with the tape, it rubbed through a little bit right there. So I was trying to stop that, but that's not bad. The tires will start ballooning more and more as time goes, because they're going to expand more and more every pass we do. They're only good for a certain amount of speed runs. So we're going to get this thing clipped back down, see if we can find a clear spot in the road again, because making that pass with all those cars on the road, I didn't feel comfortable, so I pulled the trigger and then let off early. So we're gonna screenshot that. I think I did. We're gonna go back, we're gonna go track, we're gonna go start, so everything's zeroed out. It's now testing. This will be the second run on this battery pack, so it should go a little faster this time. You can hear the clicking now as the mesh starts to loosen up a little bit, because this mesh was a little tight. I just couldn't stay in it very long. Never really got to full trigger and let it ride out. So we're going to try to let it ride out this time and see if we hear any of that noise. Okay, I'm in the center, but a truck is coming. Is it clear? All right, let's try it again. Hopefully I can keep it straight. Drifting a lot with the wind, and a car was coming. I could definitely see this one a lot better. You can hear the wind. I think the wind's pushing the car around. The other one I did is definitely more stable, the blue one. This one's not so stable right now, but it could be the conditions, and it could be me not raising up the body. So that's the second run on this pack. Still haven't really got to full trigger. I'm gonna get over to this shade. I was a little past 3/4 trigger on that one. So we're gonna hit stop, read, 97 miles an hour. Wow. So I know it has the 100 mile an hour in it. It's just killing me that I can't hold full trigger because I'm all over the place. Let me check temps again. I don't see any more rubbing on the body, but I do see some like grease splashing off from the drive shaft assembly lube. So motor's at 106. ESC's at 93. So there definitely is a lot more in this thing. We're gonna let it cool down, let this battery recover a little bit. As you see, I definitely have good range with the remote. And I know it's got the 104 in it. Let me check the chassis, see if it's rubbing. Chassis is not rubbing. So GPS went off. So we're gonna turn off the GPS. Okay. And we're gonna let things cool down, and we'll be right back. All right, so about 20 minutes to let it cool down. The whole time I've been sitting here, no cars have pretty much went by. I guarantee you I can hear one coming now because it knows I'm loading up. So let's hit track, start. We're, oh look, another car. We are testing. I hear a truck coming too. I've just been all over the place with this Vendetta. I haven't been able to do a straight pass, which is kind of strange. It could be the tires rubbing. But as soon as I get up to close to that hill, it's like it lifts and the back gets loose. So let me head down here. Just got to keep an eye on that driveway so they don't run me over. I'm in the middle. Is it clear? All right, third run on the Vendetta. Let's hope I can stay in it. All over the place. I couldn't even get to half trigger. It was just all over the place. Had to abort that run. God, this thing's left, right, left, right. Lined up again. I almost hit the curb. I had to let out. I can't keep this one straight for some reason. I'm gonna have to check the alignment. Something's going on with this one. I think I blew the rear diff on this one. We're gonna take a look right now, but I think the rear diff is blowing out. That's why I'm all over the place. And I'll show you what I saw on the last time pulling the body. Remember I showed you guys that oil on the body? I think I blew the rear diff on this one, and that's why I can't keep it straight. It's not driving off both rear tires, so I'm probably gonna have to pull the diff on this one and see what happened. It's probably an assembly problem, but we'll go ahead and read that. I'd imagine it's probably low 90s passes, because it was about half trigger. So we're gonna hit stop, read, yeah, 92 miles an hour. You can feel it. I was just at half trigger. I mean, this car's got so much potential in it. I'm gonna take it into the shade here and I'll show you on this Vendetta. We're gonna have to pull apart the rear diff on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the body, and that was 2 back-to-back runs off this one. Still haven't really rubbed the body anywhere. The wing's not ripping, which is awesome, but I'm going to show you what's going on with the diff. So I think the rear diff is blowing. As you see right in here, the whole rear on this side is covered in oil, and this side's starting to get some oil on it. The front diff is okay. We're okay on the front, and I think that's why I'm able to control it. But on that second run on the body, on the axle, it's flinging oil up on the body. I don't know if you guys can catch those little speckles. I originally thought it was just like some sort of assembly lube, which, you know, I pulled the motor out of this thing to put the pinion on, so there was no like assembly lube on that stuff. But I honestly think that we blew the rear diff. That thing's covered in oil, and the whole back is covered in oil too. And it's just the rear. The front is okay, and the other Vendetta, the blue one, that one was okay too. So something's definitely going on with the rear diff on this one. So we'll pop it apart, see if it's leaking, and it looks like I got a lot of camber, or not camber, toe in on these rears. So I can't bring them out anymore because there are 4 holes here. Well, I think if I drop it down one, that'll bring it out some. So I might try dropping the rear down some and dropping this pin to this hole, and that should bring out, I'm hoping, bring out my camber a little bit and maybe stabilize it a little better. But there we go. That's just a part of testing and tuning. You know, it took me a couple times out to get the other one to go over 100, and this one first time out. And that's why I like to do things a couple of times, because then it's really going to tell me if I got this RC dialed in or not. But there we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. And by the way, the bolt is working. No flapping noises. And we're doing it on all Spectrum parts. Can't ask for anything more. Vendetta is definitely one of the best assembled RCs I've seen in a long time come out from Horizon Hobby. Haven't broke anything. It's working just like they said out of the box. Definitely a cool RC. This Christmas, everybody should grab a Vendetta. Thanks for watching.
Bye.